So we are back again. Dear students, we have completed breaking strength and tearing strength. Now we will be going to bursting strength. Breaking strength, tearing strength, and bursting strength are the three subtopics of fabric strength. So now I will directly go get into the topic bursting strength or burst strength. Since knitted fabrics have greater elongation in bracket stretch than woven fabrics, it is not appropriate to measure tensile strength or tear strength of knitted fabrics. Therefore, bursting strength tests are used for knitted fabrics. Bursting strength tests are also used for lightweight woven fabrics and non-woven fabrics. Bursting strength is the force uniformly distributed over a given area needed to break a fabric when applied at right angles to the fabric. In this test, a fabric specimen is held by a clamp and a force is applied against this specimen till the fabric bursts. Although generally used for knitted fabrics, this test does have some application in testing woven fabrics that are stressed equally in every direction when in use, since it picks the weakest yarns, warp, and filling wise and breaks them first, thereby indicating the lowest pressure the cloth will resist. It is customary to take at least 3 to 5 specimens to test, and the final test result is expressed as an average of the test results of these specimens in terms of grams per square centimeter. There are two ASTM test methods for measuring bursting strength as follows. ASTM D3786 standard test method for hydraulic bursting strength of knitted goods and non-woven fabrics. Diaphragm bursting strength tester method, Annual Book of ASTM Standards, Volume 07.01. Second one is ASTM D3787 Standard Test Method for Bursting Strength of Knitted Goods, Constant Rate of Traverse, Ball Burst Test, Annual Book of ASTM Standards. Figure 5.5 shows diaphragm bursting strength tester, and figure 5.6 shows an attachment used on a Scott tester for testing bursting strength of knitted fabric by ball burst test. So, dear students, constant rate of traverse is the principle used in ball burst test of the bursting strength testing of knitted goods, which is ASTM D3787 standard test method. And we have seen constant rate of elongation. So constant rate of elongation just in breaking strength. I think in breaking strength, or where did we see? Yeah, in no, in tongue tear tester. So constant CRT and CRE principles are two principles by for testing tensile strength of textiles on the whole. So these two are mechanical engineering topics. Constant rate of traverse CRT principle and CRE principle is constant rate of extension. That is another principle. So bursting strength is applied for knitted fabrics and non-woven fabrics, not for woven fabrics. So bursting strength is used for knitted and non-woven fabrics as they burst out instead of breaking strength and tearing strength. We find the bursting strength because when the force is applied at right angles to the sample or fabric, then it will burst out, the fabric will burst out and deformation will occur. So this is known as bursting strength tester. So here we have to test 5 specimens and the average of 5 specimens is taken, and the average of the 5 specimens is taken, and the final result will give the bursting strength of the knitted goods. So ASTM D3786 gives hydraulic bursting strength of knitted goods and non-woven fabrics, and 3787 gives constant rate of traverse ball burst test. So how much slowly this, I am just experimenting different kinds of reading. In the earlier classes I have studied too fast. In the first 5 classes I have studied too fast. After that I understood that I am reading fast, and later now I am reading very slowly. This is very dull actually. It is not good, but I am experimenting. What are the different kinds of reading techniques that can be employed so that it is useful for both the students and the teacher. So bursting strength is the force uniformly distributed over a given area needed to break a fabric when applied at right angles to the fabric. So that is the definition of bursting strength. So I will read one more time. Bursting strength is the force uniformly distributed over a given area. That means a sample of 5 by 5 is cut, and then it is not tested either in the lengthwise direction or in the crosswise direction, but it is tested from the bottom and at right angles to the fabrics. So it is like ball bursting strength. So the fabric sample will be like this. So this will be the diaphragm and the sample will be like this while testing. So I will show you right now what is. I will show you what is bursting strength. I hope this video will show you clearly how so let's go with this.
Hello friends! The determination of the bursting resistance and bursting surface tension. The bursting resistance and bursting surface tension are determined by applying pressure on the bottom of the sample placed on the diaphragm. Two methods, called hydraulic and pneumatic, are used for this purpose. The device is comprised of two parts, which are the automatic bursting device and the sample test area. Test areas can be 100 square centimeters, 50 square centimeters, 10 square centimeters, or 7.3 square centimeters, according to the characteristics of the sample. The test sample is marked according to the area we will use. We condition the test sample under standard atmospheric conditions for 24 hours. We lay the conditioned sample on a flat surface. When taking the specimen, 5 sets of samples of 140 millimeters by 140 millimeters must be cut at least 150 millimeters from the inside of the specimen. Samples can be taken without being cut because of the clutch system in the device. The area we will use now is of 7.3 square centimeters, and a size of 140 millimeter sample is appropriate. When the sample is taken, it must contain different strands of the warp and weft. It is taken from areas that are not wrinkled. If the specimen is to be tested when they are wet, they are kept in a special water at 20 degrees centigrade for 1 hour. When the samples are dried with blotting paper, we cut off the edges of the prepared sample. Prepared samples are inserted into the bursting device and are tested. We put 5 pieces of specimen, which we have prepared as 140 millimeters by 140 millimeters in accordance with the experiment area, into the device to burst them. We must make sure that the sample is not tight when placing it in the device. We pay attention to the fact that the bottom tray of 7.3 square centimeters clutching device in the testing area is in the same area. By pressing 2 buttons at the top of the device, we make it clutch the sample between 2 plates. Then we control the device with the computer. Pressing the OK button, we start the device. The diaphragm is swelling with the air from below with glycerin, and this explosion should take place at 20 plus or minus 5 seconds.
You see, from the bottom,
we use a hydraulic device in this test. When the explosion takes place in the sample, we can see the speed, duration, the mass of the sample, and severity of the explosion on the screen. 5 samples are tested in this way, and the arithmetic mean is estimated. The test result of samples that do not burst at 20 plus or minus 5 seconds is not acceptable. Then, the bursting resistance is calculated by subjecting the diaphragm to the same process alone and subtracting diaphragm pressure from the arithmetic mean of the sample.
ये हमारा डिजिटल बर्स्टिंग स्ट्रेन टेस्टर है। सबसे पहले हम इसे पावर ऑन करेंगे। डिस्प्ले पर साकुम्बी इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स, फिर बर्स्टिंग स्ट्रेन का मैसेज आएगा। उसके बाद ये प्रेस, जीएसएम, टीएचओडी, मेमोरी, व्यू और लैब। सबसे पहले हम इसमें पेपर टेस्ट करेंगे। पेपर के लिए जो भी सैंपल है हम उसको क्लैम कर देते हैं। क्लैम करने के बाद यहाँ कीबोर्ड पर क्लैम वाली की प्रेस करेंगे और पेपर है तो फिर पेपर क्लैम करेंगे। मशीन आपकी स्टार्ट होगी और रीडिंग डिस्प्ले पर आनी शुरू हो जाएगी। जैसे ही सैंपल ब्रश होगा रीडिंग डिस्प्ले पर होल्ड हो जाएगी और मशीन आपकी रिटर्न जानी शुरू हो जाएगी। डिस्प्ले पर आपका बर्स्टिंग स्ट्रेंथ। अभी इसको हमें सेव करना है तो हम सेव की प्रेस करेंगे, नहीं तो छोड़ देंगे। ये बर्स्टिंग स्ट्रेंथ आपका आ गया केजी पर सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर में। और ये बर्स्टिंग फैक्टर ये जीएसएम से कैलकुलेट होकर के आएगा। मुझे इसे सेव करना है तो मैं सेव की प्रेस करता हूँ। ये रिकॉर्ड नंबर 4 पर एंटर दबाने पर सेव हो जाएगा। अगर हमें जीएसएम फीड करना है तो जैसे हम जीएसएम वाली की प्रेस करेंगे, जो भी जीएसएम इसमें फीड होगा उसको डिलीट वाली की से प्रेस करके डिलीट कर देंगे। सपोज कीजिए 120 जीएसएम है, 1 2 1 2 0 और ये एंटर। तो अब जो भी रीडिंग आपकी आएगी वो 120 जीएसएम से कैलकुलेट होकर के आएगी। अब हम बोर्ड चेक करते हैं। बोर्ड के लिए हमने मोटा सा सैंपल ले लिया पेपर का ही। इसको अच्छी तरह से क्लैम्प करेंगे ताकि लूज ना रहे और फिर वही क्लैम्प की प्रेस करेंगे और फिर बोर्ड। ये डिस्प्ले पर रीडिंग आनी शुरू हो गई है। ये 33.9 केजी पर ब्रस्ट हुआ है।
see that red color one is the diaphragm.
इसको मुझे सेव करना है तो मैं सेव की प्रेस करूँगा और रिकॉर्ड नंबर 5 पर ये एंटर को दबाकर ये आपका सेव हो गया। अगर सेव रिजल्ट मुझे देखना है तो मैं व्यू में जाऊंगा, जो भी रिकॉर्ड नंबर आपको पता है जैसे 005 और एंटर हम करेंगे तो ये हमारा रिजल्ट डिस्प्ले पर आ गया। एस्केप करके हम बाहर आ जाएंगे। ये THOD है। इसमें अगर सैंपल आपका ब्रश करके मशीन नहीं रुक रही है तो इसकी वैल्यू हम 1 से कम कर देते हैं और बिना सैंपल ब्रश किए मशीन रिटर्न जा रही है तो इसकी वैल्यू हम बढ़ा देते हैं। डिफ़ॉल्ट वैल्यू इसकी 1.0 ही हम रखते हैं। ये मेमोरी की है।
So that is about, I will explain afterwards. I will show you one more video, textile video. Why this internet is so slow? You see, that's so I will go with this. What can I do? If something is not visible, let's go with what is visible. Open Kuljao SimSim. So please, while it opens, I will tell you about bursting strength. So the sample will be like this. This is diaphragm, and there are there are two kinds of testings: hydraulic and pneumatic bursting strength tester. Please understand, hydraulic bursting strength tester is the thing that is used for water, that is used by water. Hydraulic means water in the sense not completely water, maybe steam or whatever it may be. So hydraulic pressure will be built. So you have seen in the videos a circular portion is slowly swelling up, and at some point the circular portion bursts out and the fabric, or here we have seen a paper also, so and a board also. So a paper or board or fabric, a fabric, we are talking about fabric, so a fabric will burst out and the bursting strength is recorded in the computer. Generally it is like measured in kg per centimeter square. So that is about hydraulic or pneumatic bursting strength tester. So I have shown you two videos, so where determination of bursting strength, you have clearly seen the diaphragm after the computer is, or after the machine is on, the swelling up of the diaphragm occurs because pressure is mounted onto the fabric slowly from the bottom, and when it breaks, so that is the bursting strength. When it bursts out, we should not say break, it bursts out. So this is about bursting strength. This is a 40-second video. I hope it will come. So this is about bursting strength. So I think this is enough probably, but I don't know. I am getting into seam strength right now. So seam strength is another new topic. So I want to.
What is a burst test? This is a burst test. Well, kind of. The burst test, aka Mullen test, is one of two predominant methods for testing the strength of a corrugated sheet. The burst test tells you exactly how much weight your box can hold per square inch before it actually punctures or bursts. Now, how do you measure this? You take a sheet of corrugate, put it in a machine, and the machine tries to puncture the surface. When it does, that's your burst strength. That's a burst test, guys.
Excellent. Please listen one more time.
What is a burst test? This is a burst test. Well, kind of. The burst test, aka Mullen test, is one of two predominant methods for testing the strength of a corrugated sheet. The burst test tells you exactly how much weight your box can hold per square inch before it actually punctures or bursts. Now, how do you measure this? You take a sheet of corrugate, put it in a machine, and the machine tries to puncture the surface. When it does, that's your burst strength. That's a burst test, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, now I like it. This is what is burst test. I will put a comment for these people because it is very good. Nice explanation of burst of what bursting. So this is called encouraging the people. So dear students, I'm sorry I'm taking your time. So I have clearly shown you what is a burst trend in this 40-second video. So that is what a burst test is. So thank you, whoever that girl is, very nice. I like that very much. So with that we have completed breaking strength, tearing strength, bursting strength. When I feel happy when this kind of good videos are there. Even my videos are not very good. I know it personally. In my heart and in my mind I know it. But what can we do? We have to be excellent like that girl who is a great lady with so much enthusiasm, with so much smiling face, with so much happiness, with so much liveliness. She told about burst test. So in that 40-second video we have learned a lot, more than anything we have learned in that earlier two videos, 4 minutes video, 5 minutes video. So this is the kind of videos we have to make even in our life. As a lecturer I have to learn actually, and as a student maybe if you don't get a textile job, now the industry is online and social media and making videos, and this is also another industry. So whether it is industry or entertainment or whatever it is, for your birthdays and all these things also we need to make videos, and all these videos should be very lively. I want to see that video one more time, but that's okay. So that is what the burst test is. You see, 40 seconds. In 40 seconds, not even in 40 seconds, in the first 5 seconds itself, she has shown what is bursting. And in the 40 seconds, she has completely told us what is bursting. So bursting is the pressure from inside to break through, or she used another word, puncture. So it is also known as puncture resistance. So bursting, and so it may be related to tires industry also. Tire cords is also textile industry. So tires, when will they puncture? When a bike is going on the road. So what is puncture? Puncture resistance and bursting resistance. So think about all these things, because she told about puncture. I am thinking about puncture resistance. So what is bursting, and what is the difference between puncture and bursting? I will just try to, because I don't want to get into the new topic, I will show you what is bursting and puncture. So you see, this video came. So this is how you have to learn subject, not not like me, like a fool. I have to, you see, now I'm getting. So dear students, I want to see this video one more time. Puncture test device for tissue paper. Tissue paper is non-woven. Remember that. Non-woven is a textile subject. So this is a non-woven, and here puncture is tested from the top. So you see, it is giving pressure, that circular thing. So it is broken, burst. So I want to give you all an assignment. Find out the difference between bursting strength of wovens, not wovens, bursting strength of knitted goods and non-wovens, and what is the relation of puncture strength of tire cords. It looks very vague. Vague means very far. Bursting strength is this, and we are talking about puncture resistance of tire cords. But because the girl has told about puncture and bursting, so I am trying to connect between these 2 points. So please, I will see one more video or so, and then I will complete the class. But this is so much important, to be lively, to be happy, to be user friendly, customer friendly, with a smiling face, with a beautiful face, with a jovial face, to tell the audience what we are doing. But of course, it all depends on situations, money, and so and all these things. Oh, you see, I got it. Tire burst. You see, tire burst. Okay, yeah. So God helps me sometimes. But let's see this funny video. This says funny video. Let's see that funny video. What is wrong with seeing funny videos? 20. So the tire burst funny video. Let's see this. So this is also bursting strength. Oh man. You see, bursting strength of bursting strength of tire. You see, that's it. Looks a funny video. So that is the energy with which bursting occurs. So let us do the bursting test of tires. You see. So this is how we should learn about subject. This guy, they are not showing tests also. So I will see this. This is also textile. Tire cord is related to some textile, not completely. What are they doing? Similar to road testing. So probably we should search like tires bursting test of tires and puncture. We don't have time more. You see, puncture proof and burst proof. It's a 2-minute video. So anyway, I have please let's see this.
One report of RMA in US alone, around 33,000 injuries occur every year of tires. In search of a solution, stakeholders of Taichi Juno.
So anyway, so because of one good video of the lively girl, lively sister girl, or lively friendly girl, I am so much moved by that video. So in 5 seconds or 40 seconds she is able to tell you what is bursting strength testing. I mean, she did not tell about testing, but she defined what is bursting strength, which I am not able to do in 40 minutes. I mean, I told you. I mean, we have to do
Every year, more
we have
than
to
1.
we have to talk about ASTM standards and all these things. We have talked, but you see, simple definition. That video is in 40 seconds. That is excellent video. So I hope I will do videos like that, and hopefully one day you will all like my videos, and then I will also be able to say, please subscribe, hit the bell button and all these things. Till that time I will not say anything, because I know my videos are not that great. I am always with cold and cough and all these things. So enough for now. So we have learnt about bursting strength. Thank you very much.